What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training. Today we're going to be breaking down how wide receivers can break off of one cut or 1 foot. Okay, so now this is something that you guys can use at the top of, like, obviously a post route, a corner route, but mainly we're going to be focusing on 90-degree cuts today. So a dig route on man coverage where you have to just get out in 1 step, or a 10-yard speed out. So we're going to watch this clip full speed. Now, this is not something that can be done by everybody first try, right? Like, if you're a beginner wide receiver, you're not going to be able to go run 15 yards downfield, be full speed, and be able to cut off of 1 foot if you've never ran routes before. This is something that has to be trained, but today we're going to be talking about the technique and a lot of the common mistakes that wide receivers make. So when you guys get up to the top of the route, number one thing on every single route needs to be that you are selling what? You are selling fade, we are committed to the route, and we are selling vertical. But now, that's not the only thing that's going to get some separation for you. I saw something the other day where somebody said, well, hey, if I just get the DB's hips to flip, I got separation, I got it. But you still have to make sure that we are eliminating time at the top of the break, and your break at the top of the route gives you energy and explosion out of there. So when you guys are doing this single speed cut, it is super important that you are making this cut suddenly, but also inside of your frame, because the suddenness of that cut, that doesn't give that DB time to react. So the number one thing to break off of 1 foot is you have to be solid with the cut. You want to try, and again, you see how his whole foot is down in the grass. This is another mistake people make. They'll be on those tippy toes, and what's going to happen is you are going to drift forward, because that's not how you slow yourself down. And then a lot of people will take that too literally, and they'll go on their heels, and that's how you're going to either injure yourself, or all your weight's going to shoot backwards, and you're not going to have any explosion off the route. So the first thing is you have to be sudden, but the second thing to be able to break off of one single step is you have to strike the ground on the arch of your foot, not the inside arch of your foot, on that arch of your foot, and then you want to push and drive off the inside arch to get out of the route. Now, you see how when he makes this break, his knee is at that kind of like inward angle right there. Pretty scary angle to be at when you're making a cut running full speed. Now, the only reason why this works and why he doesn't just completely tear his knee into two right here is because this foot is underneath this frame, and you see how his shoulders and his hips are committed to this break, right? And again, fellas, you have to build up ankle stability. You have to build up knee stability. You have to build up leg strength to be able to do this efficiently and to be able to do this with some speed behind it. But when you make this cut and it's inside of your frame, you're in a very balanced position right here. What so many wide receivers do is that before they make this single cut, this shoulder and this hip will already be starting to turn out of the break. So when your upper body is already out and you're trying to cut and this leg gets outside of your frame, like your knee isn't inside your frame, it's not for the most part underneath your shoulders, that's going to put a ton of pressure on the knee, ton of pressure on the ankle, and that's what leads to injuries. People are very hesitant with this route because they run up and they feel like they're going to hurt themselves. And yes, if you have incorrect form. That's why it's so important when you guys are doing, cone drill work, where you guys are cutting at each cone and you're running routes. You have to focus on making a cut inside of your frame and having the correct mechanics, okay? Now, that's the third thing. Now, to be able to make this, I mentioned this a little bit before, you got to make sure that we have leg strength. You got to make sure that we have knee stability, ankle stability to be able to make this cut at a full speed. So you have to be doing the correct things in the gym as a wide receiver to improve those specific skills and to improve those specific aspects of the position. Now, also, fellas, if you guys would like an 8-week-long wide receiver gym schedule with all the specific workouts and exercise broken down into an 8-week daily schedule for you guys with sets and repetitions to help that ankle stability, help the knee stability, build leg strength, and also build explosion, grip strength, and all the things that translate to on-the-field play for wide receivers, check out that very first link in the description below. This 8-week schedule will help you guys out. The first 4 weeks is kind of a more introductory 4-week schedule, and then the next 4 weeks are more advanced workouts to really heighten your potential and heighten your skills. So if you guys want some more information on that, check out that very first link in the description below. So again, fellas, when we get up into this break, it's super important that I am sudden. Being sudden is how you create explosion. Being sudden doesn't give this DB time to react. He's not reaching out for the cut. He's not slowing down before the cut. The suddenness and where he's striking the ground is how we're able to put the brakes on right now. And that cut is inside of his frame, and his shoulders and his hips are committed to it. That's the main thing. So this can apply for that dig 90-degree cut, 90-degree cut on the out route, and the post in the corner a little bit easier because you don't have to get straight out. But the goal is to sell fade, commit to the cut, create explosion so we could actually drive and accelerate and not have this big long drift or have low explosion at the top of the break, and it will slow us down. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. This is textbook mechanics here behind this one-step cut to be able to get out of the route fast and get some separation on that dig route. All right, guys, we want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those questions in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback. Always love hearing the feedback from you guys as well. It helps us come up with new ideas for the channel. So if you guys have any video suggestions, anything that you would like to see, don't hesitate to leave that in the comment section below. And again, fellas, if you would like an 8-week-long wide receiver gym workout schedule with all the exercises exercises that are going to help your on-field performance, explosiveness, balance, leg strength, ankle stability, knee stability. Check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.